I had no idea. Okay, so you were at the No Kings protest.
Correct. Yeah.
What made you feel inspired to go to that?
I guess it's just the administration, how it's acting up right now. It's just not it. At first, I was kind of skeptical about the whole thing. I don't think Trump was going to be like that. I don't think it was going to be... I thought it was just like all talk, no shit. You know what I'm saying? But then I started noticing that there's people in my own community getting snatched up by ICE, and they didn't do any crimes, not at least that I know of. Anything violent or so. And then I started noticing my sister lost her government job because she was part of some woke agenda bullshit. She was just doing research and surveying on like blacks and Latino men and their lives, and she was basically doing the research on how they are. All government funded program got cut. It's just like you just constantly keep seeing more and more and more, and then you see just how like ICE is basically just random people who just sign up for the job and then just sign up just to do this job that they think is like noble, but in reality they're just taking families, ripping families apart, and it just pisses me off, you know. And then what really inspired me is seeing all the Gen Z's protests happening like in Nepal, Bangladesh, and all these other different countries, and how like, they just, not saying overthrew their government, but in a sense they did, because they want something more. I mean, granted, we're not in like as bad as those countries with their whole system isn't really like good. You know, there's a lot of nepotism and a lot of oligarchies that go that. And we have the same thing here, but like as you can see, average Americans like okay, but at what point does it get to like we're not okay? You know what I mean? So that's why I wanted to go, because I wanted to express my distaste to the government. And apparently now it's considered illegal to say certain things, or now it's considered you're a terrorist if you want to talk shit about Trump or his administration or whatever the case. People losing jobs because they won't feel bad about Charlie Kirk or whatever the case. So it's just the same old thing, and it just seems like it's just becoming more and more authoritarianism, in my opinion. And for someone who studied history, and I went to college and got a bachelor's in history, it repeats itself. You know what I mean? Well, it doesn't repeat itself, but it has a lot of rhymes throughout history. So you just kind of see that now. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like scary because, you know, another thing for me is that like I'm a first generation American in my family. A lot of my friends aren't, and a lot of my friends' mothers came to this country illegal as fuck. They were still illegal when they gave birth to us. So by some laws or some MAGA people or some people even in the government think that my citizenship is invalid anymore. And I've been here my whole life. You got me fucked up. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Just stuff like that just gets me really upset. And I just feel like us as Americans, I think we need to like stand up and just go against this stuff. If we don't, then we just let it slide. It gets worse and worse. You know what I'm saying?
What do you want to see change in government?
That's a loaded question. That's a lot. Well, for one, I think we need more representatives. I mean, think about it. The entirety of the House of Congress and House of Representatives and the Senate is 536 people. There are 340 million Americans. Each of those congressmen or people represent about 600,000 people. You're telling me one guy is supposed to represent 600,000 people? I don't think that's logical anymore. And I think what we need to do is update our Constitution. We update everything. We updated our phone. We update our cars. We update our lives. We update our dating lives. But you can't update our Constitution. We have one of the oldest Constitutions ever written. And it has not changed. We had amendments to it, but it still hasn't changed. You know what I'm saying? And like the whole process alone with the amendments and all, it's great and all, but now they're also justifying and saying, oh, well, you know, some things don't count, like the birthright citizenship. So it just feels like we just need an update. And that's what I think. And I think we need younger people in office. Half these people don't even know what the hell they are. They're all senile. I don't know if you saw the video of that one guy. What's his name? Turtleneck. I call him Turtleneck because he looks like that. He's one of the politicians who's been in the game for like 50, 60 years, and he's old as shit, and he tripped. Like, you are supposed to be running government, yet you're too old to drive by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that make any sense? That we need more younger people in the office.
It's outdated.
It's super outdated. It needs to fucking change by now.
Okay, so on a personal note, what is an example in your life of you setting a boundary that helped to just maintain your sense of self and identity?
Like in relationship or just in general?
It could be relationships and family, with friends.
Be true to myself. And by that I mean like wear what I want to wear. Because back in high school, I used to be a kid that was very like open, just do my thing. But I was still very like honestly cared about people's opinions. Because, you know, you're in high school, obviously, you're a kid. But as I got older, I started realizing that shit doesn't matter. Like, I used to be part of this big ass friend group, and we used to have a lot of stuff. We used to party and have fun and all that. But I always felt judged in that group, and I never felt like they were actually my friends. And it turns out they weren't. They're all weirdos, to be honest with you. But after I like extinguished myself from those people, and then I start finding the people within that group who were really, really cool, who were really true to me and true to them, I start feeling like I can be a part of a circle where I feel like I can be myself.
Authentically
And that's authentically myself, exactly. And I found out, and I discovered that, and I realized that, damn, I kind of like, I'm not trying to sound cocky or anything, but like, I feel like I am the shit, you know? I don't need anyone's approval. I just know that I am. Of course, I'm not going to cross the line or anything saying that you ain't shit, but I just
certain people are going to embrace that authenticity, and some people are going to try and shrink it.
Exactly. And that's what I feel like what you see nowadays, too, is like people just like, especially if people try ride on trends, they don't ride the trend because they know it's popular, but do they really like it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
now all of a sudden their identity is based on this trend.
exactly. For example, I grew up poor, right? And so me and my family used to go thrifting all the time. I used to hate it. Then as I got older, I ended up actually liking it. I loved it. And then TikTok became a thing, and then they started showing all the low-key thrift stores, and now the prices went up by like 75%. And then people are just like, look at me, I'm so fashionable and this. And like, yeah, but like you're just riding trends. Like you're just doing the same thing as anyone's doing. I mean, I just think, when I did it, I'm not saying I'm better than anyone, but when I did it because I had no choice. You know what I'm saying? It's a different aspect to it, so I don't know.
Absolutely. That's so funny you say that, because I love thrifting, but I did kind of not like it so much when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And now it's like if a garment reaches me somehow, like maybe someone gives it to me because they're like, oh, this would fit you really well or something, and I try it on and I like it, then I'm like, oh, this is a new skin. Like, I'm trying something on. Let's see, like, what kind of memories I'm going to make when I'm wearing it,
to add it to that, they say that your whole body changes every 7 years. Like, every cell in your body get replaced every 7 years. So you start off at 7, and then that whole changes. Then you get in 14, then 14, then at 21, and it goes on and so forth. So it makes you really think. For example, next year, I'm 27, I'll be 28 next year. And I can definitely say over the past 7 years, I'm not the same person whatsoever. Like, definitely gotten older, definitely thought better. I live by myself now, I have my own, like, apartment, which is crazy to think about in this economy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, thank you. So, like, it's just kind of like when it's, like, taking off your skin. Like, what do reptiles do? They peel their skin? They shed, yeah. It's kind of like the same thing that humans do, except ours are more, like, I guess, cleaner. Or not so abrupt and very violent.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. That's the kind of way I think of it.
I found this shirt on the beach like a couple years ago.
Fire.
And every time I wear it, I'm like, I found this shirt on the beach. Like, it was attracted to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I didn't even have to look through a bunch of clothes to like find it. Like, it found me. You know?
Like, wow, why are you wearing that? It's like, well, I just wash it. I'm chilling. Like, what you mean? It's a beach. That's awesome.
And you get to customize. You get to custom tailor what you want to put into your life or on your skin every 7 years.
Yeah.
Like how you want to build yourself.
Be a better person, or at the end you might become a worse person. Who knows? But that's the whole journey about life. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's interesting. You said you live alone, right? So you living alone, it's like that's your sanctuary, and I'm sure your place is like it's so much your signature. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All my friends that come there, they always tell me like, this is definitely you. The way I made it was definitely me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With the posters and my carpet choice and my clothes and the way I hang them and stuff like that. Yeah.
And for someone to come into your life, it's like you would want them to be able to like blend with that really, really well so that it doesn't stifle your identity, right?
100%. And I agree with that because I used to deal with a lot. I dated a lot of girls in my life, and they never really matched the energy. I was like, they did for like a couple of moments in time in life and all, but most of the time they never matched the energy of like the way I treat them per se. Like, I'll go above and beyond, and they never match that. And so it's just nice to like know that there are people out there that would match that energy. And that's what I feel like people just kind of give up immediately when it comes to dating, is that like they just never like they feel like if they put in the energy in and all the work in, they're not going to get anything out of it. And so that's why they don't do it in the first place. But it's like kind of sad because like I always say like, fuck it, like be a simp. As a man, like to say to like, I said man, cisgender man, and for heterosexual relationships, a man should just be a simp. Like, why not just fall in love? Why not just be corny as fuck, give her flowers some days and just treat her nicely?
Okay, I have a question, because I feel like there's a big stigma with like being friend zoned or like being friends with a attractive girl. It's like a lot of men have this issue with being friends with a woman, especially if they find them attractive, because they're like, oh no, it's lame to be friend zoned. And it's like, I'm the kind of person who wants to be friends with someone for years before I ever start dating them. You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like we should lose that stigma. What's your perspective on that?
I say that, like, I have plenty of. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna be honest with you. All my friends in my friend group are attractive. We don't hang out with ugly people. Just to be fair, we go out. We are the most attractive people in the room. We're not gonna cap. And they're guys and girls. And I will say that, like, yeah, I will 100% like look at my women friends who are very attractive. Like, you're attractive, but I want to get at you because I value our friendship more than anything else, and I would not pass that line. You know what I'm saying? So with me saying that, it's kind of dumb because it's mostly a lot of guys who think that, like, oh, it's really like, I hate using these terms, but I'm using these terms because no one else gets it. Beta, or like, you know, you look like just such not like a real man if, like, she doesn't like you. But I'm thinking to myself, like, if a girl is doing all these things for you and she just want to be your friend, but she still treats you like very kindly, then that sounds like a good friend to me. You know what I'm saying? Who cares, like, if you find her attractive or anything like that? Sure, you could, but there's always a limitations where you get to it. And I feel like it comes with maturity. You can't just jump on something and be like, oh, she's really cute, wants to be my friend, and I had to just show. Like, no, you have to build that mentality. Because, like, if you're a teenager and you're friends with a really pretty girl, you're going to think to yourself, like, I want to be with her. And that's the only thing you're going to think about because, you know, you're thinking with your dick. So that's all you're going to feel like. But as you get older, you start realizing, like, no, these people are good, and I want to be invited to one of my friend's weddings. You know what I'm saying? I want to shake her husband and be like, I hope I'm like the best man, and it better be an open bar. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to get shit-faced for my friends. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like that type of mentality is the main reason why I feel like a lot of people can't find dates. You know how, like, a lot of women say that the men pool is, like, not it, and, like, I don't blame them, because as a man, I hear you all, and I'm friends with some of these, like, incel types. And I always try to bring them out of it. Be like, that's not how girls think. That's not what feminism is. It's deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? And
patience is key.
Exactly. And it's just like, it's funny because, like, it's always the guys who be like, yo, if you keep on saying this shit, bro, she's not gonna let you hit. It's like, but it's funny because she is, though. Like, I'm treating her with respect and she would actually let me. Yeah, but it's the crazy thing, I don't want to because I'm fine with just being friends. You know what I'm saying? But some people just can't comprehend that, you know? And I think it's kind of sad, and I blame it all on TikTok. I blame it on social media. Yeah, I'm sorry.
On conditioning.
On conditioning, yeah. I'm sorry.
Societal conditioning.
It's definitely.
Well, introduce yourself.
Well, my name's Marcelo. Hi, I'm from New Jersey. Marcelo.
Marcelo.
Yeah. I'm from New Jersey. First generation American. I'm Chilean. Shout out to all my Chilenos. I don't know if there's any out there, but we're very rare. And yeah. What's your name? I never got it.
Mia.
Mia. Nice to meet you.